Hi guys, thank you so much for coming out tonight. So I am going to be doing a brown bag speech for you all to help introduce myself so that we can get to know each other better. So I'm going to start off by sharing my legacy, and it's really an amazing legacy that God has blessed me with, foundational to my life, past, present, and definitely future. Merriam-Webster defines legacy as something transmitted by or received from an ancestor or predecessor or from the past. And so the legacy that God has given me is through my grandparents and my mother. So in my brown bag, I have an item that represents each one of those, and then a third item that represents where I want to go. So my first item is a photograph of my grandparents. This is actually one of the most important items that I own. You can see their genuine love, and they were just classy, wonderful people. So my grandmother went on to the mission field in the late 1950s. She was a strong, independent nurse who went to Africa. And on the field, she was ministering to the Hausa tribe. And my grandfather went on, also single, and he was working in the aviation because he was in the Royal Canadian Air Force. While he was on the field, he got really sick and needed to be hospitalized. And of course, my grandmother was working in the hospital. And so the head nurse found out that my grandfather was single and that my grandmother was single, and decided to make things happen. And so actually assigned my grandmother to take care of him while he was recuperating. So that's how they met, and it just blossomed from there. My second item in my bag is a box of tea. My mother is Canadian, and so tea is really important. And this is not only one of my favorite teas, but represents for me a very key part of my relationship with my mom. We have sat over countless cups of tea together, sharing stories, sharing memories, sharing hopes and dreams, and I have learned so much from her. And she has taught me and shared so much with me of what she's gone through, and I've seen so much of her strength over a cup of tea. So that is also a block foundation for me. Now, my final item is a bottle of lavender essential oil. Lavender is one of the super oils for essential oils. There are so many health benefits that come from lavender that scientists are still discovering. It's amazing and fascinating, and it also smells awesome. It helps with stress, depression, sleep. It's incredible. So for me, what this represents is where I'm wanting to go. Like I said before, God has really given me an incredible foundation with a legacy from my grandparents and my mom. All of them were missionaries, wholeheartedly serving God, and I would want nothing more than to dedicate my life to doing the exact same. My legacy that I have, that God has given me, I hope to follow in that legacy by serving his people. I would love to do that through natural medicine and holistic wellness, healing their bodies physically while also, hopefully, God willing, healing their hearts. Thank you.
Yes, girl!
Yay! 419. Perfect.